This is Dolany TV and welcome back to a different format of a video. I haven't done one of these screen and screen since pretty much NHL 19 coverage earlier in 2018. However, today, of course, you see right there the poll I put out a whole 2 hours ago. I'm jumping on this, getting this going, because it is damn near unanimous. 95-5 in terms of percentages for the vote on 61 votes if you guys wanted to see my playoff predictions. So with that, exactly what we're going to do today. Nice little photo there I took earlier. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go out there and I'm going to show you who I'm predicting to kind of take on the cup run this year for the NHL 19 or NHL 2019 Stanley Cup Bracket Challenge. So let's submit a bracket, create a bracket. Let's go get it. So right here, you're going to see exactly what I see. You see I've got the screen right there. Awesome. Perfect. Looks good to me. Let's go. So it's Calgary versus Colorado in the first matchup. Well, guys, this one's going to be fairly easy for me to take. I think I'm going to take Calgary over top of Colorado. That's no question. San Jose against Vegas. I'm taking San Jose. I'm taking the top seeds. The reason why, essentially in that Pacific Division round, it's as simple as it can be for me this year, is for these teams, I mean, it's easy. San Jose, beast mode offense. The goaltending's somewhat steady, and Brett Burns back there on the defense. The defense as a whole for San Jose is a good pick. Calgary against Colorado. The reason I take Calgary is their balanced offensive attack. And, I mean, you've got, what, 5 guys over 70 points? You can't mess around with that. Their defense is good. Their goaltending is the only question, but you want to talk about goaltending being an issue. Colorado's got many, many more issues than the Calgary Flames when it comes to goaltending. So for Nashville, Dallas, this is actually going to be probably the most boring, lackluster, kind of sleep through it, and all of a sudden you'll have a result kind of series. So I'm going to take Nashville in this one. I think Nashville's got it as well. And when it comes to Winnipeg and St. Louis, man, oh man, do I like my boys in the nice baby blue jerseys there. Those alternate Jets jerseys, they look good. So we're going to take the Jets. So I'm taking all top seeds in the West. Seems pretty simple to me. Now when you go over to the East, guys, this is where it's going to be fun for me. I'm taking Pittsburgh over the New York Rangers. I don't even know who's in the playoffs. Jesus. See, I'm all focused on the Oilers, and I don't even know what's going on. Over the New York Islanders. The reason being, Sidney Crosby hits a different level in the playoffs, and I don't think the Islanders are quite ready for the playoffs. I mean, when you look at their goaltending, maybe it's going to crumble a little bit. It's been good all year, but come playoff time, it's a different animal, and Matt Murray is an absolute beast in the playoffs, so don't be questioning that. Now, this sets up a second-round matchup between the Penguins and the Washington Capitals. I think you'll get to a second here. I think the Capitals have a very good chance of doing something else this year. Toronto and Boston. Again, I'm going to take the 3 seed this time in the Atlantic Division. I think Toronto's got it in 6 games. Mark me down. I'm not saying I'm a Toronto fan, but I believe Toronto's got a good chance to actually get past Boston this year. And it just depends on if their guns show up. John Tavares might be the bubble push for the Leafs they needed from last year. And again, Tampa Bay over Columbus. Columbus limped into the playoffs, had to do some dirty work to get in there. They did, but it's tough. So let's go get back over to the West. And this is exactly where I start picking the underdog by the looks of it. San Jose is going over top of Calgary all day. Again, I mentioned right off the top, Calgary's goaltending a question, and I think that's exactly what you're going to get in the second round series. San Jose, balanced defense, balanced offense is going to be a little bit more than the Calgary side of things, and they're going to end up falling to San Jose. And that's where I'm hoping it will be an all-out gun show between Winnipeg and San Jose in the conference final in the West. Okay? Hear me out. I'm taking some hot takes here, but I like Winnipeg and San Jose. I mean, you see I'm already favoring Canadian teams a little bit here as well, but I really like what Winnipeg's going to bring to the table, and I'm really hoping that Winnipeg can make it to the Stanley Cup final. We'll get to that in a second. However, I believe Washington takes Pittsburgh out again. Washington, Ovi is on that quest for that second cup, and I don't think there's any slowing them down until at least the conference finals. And that's exactly where it's going to be a, well, nifty show to see for sure. I think Tampa Bay, honestly, Andrei Vasilevsky, he'll come up if he's playing those games for Tampa Bay, and he'll get it done. So that sets up Tampa Bay versus Washington, Winnipeg versus San Jose in the conference finals. This is where it gets down to the nitty-gritty. Essentially, I'm just crapshooting it from here. If this is the matchup on the left side and on the right side from here on out, you know what? You got to gamble and take. I'm going to take Winnipeg. I'm taking a Canadian team to get to the Stanley Cup final this year. And like I said, Washington to the Cup final. Now this is the question. Enter the goals scored in the Cup final. Well, I can't exactly do that. Why is it not letting me? Matchup analysis, I'm not sure. But that's my bracket. That's my bracket. I need a bracket name. Oh, that might be a question. Dolany TV. Oh man, can't even spell, boys. TV bracket challenge. Alright, so there we go. That's my bracket. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And perfect. So that's essentially my bracket. I don't know if it's going to let me submit it. It doesn't look like it's letting me submit it at all. So there you be. And Stanley Cup champion. Who am I choosing as my Stanley Cup champion? Oh, I do need a Cup champion, don't I? Like I said, I'm going to sound crazy here, but I'm taking Washington to win the Stanley Cup once again. Enter the goals scored in the Stanley Cup final. You know what? 2-1, 4-2, 5-3, 3-1. So what's that? 2-1, 3, 4-2, that's 9, 5-3, 17, 3-1, 21. That's my math right there. Bonus round next. Alright, bonus round. This is where we get going. This is the good time. Select the number games of these matchups. I'm going Calgary in 5. Tampa Bay in 5 over Columbus. San Jose in 6 over Vegas. Toronto over Boston in 6 as well, I think is what I said. I hope I said that right. Nashville over Dallas in 4. Washington over Carolina in 4. That's going to be an easy matchup for them. Winnipeg over St. Louis in 6. And Pittsburgh over New York in 5. Then you go over to there. And this bracket will be entered into the NHL League. I've read the rules. Sure I have. Yeah. We'll go with that. And submit bracket. There you guys go. So the NHL bracket submitted, and there you be. That's what we're looking forward to when it comes to the bracket this year, guys. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I have it clearly in my head exactly what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. So an NHL bracket challenge, if I'm even anywhere close, I'm going to be happy. Let's go look at the NHL bracket one more time. As if it'll load, that would be nice. And realistically, do I see it panning out? Probably not. If you guys want to tweet me your brackets on Twitter, let me know what your thoughts are. Honestly, give your thoughts down below in the comments section. I think, honestly, any outliers that I didn't choose, Winnipeg, obviously, if I'm choosing them to be in the Cup final, I think they've got a really good shot at the Cup. Toronto could absolutely start lighting it up and scare it out and get it done. Calgary, like I said, I just don't see the goaltending allowing them to do that. But for that reason, if you're picking a dark horse, I think you got to take Calgary all the way through. San Jose, again, another pick. Nashville, a really good pick. In the East, Pittsburgh, you never know what Crosby's going to do. So there's a lot to be said for what this NHL bracket challenge could bring, what this NHL 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs could bring, to be honest with you. Tampa Bay, they could run the table easily with their offense. Do I see it happening? I really don't. But you just never know at this point of the season. So guys, as I said, throw your picks, your Cup finalists, whatever you want, in the comments section down below. I'm interested to hear. I'm really glad that you guys went, like I said, with the overwhelming majority of 95% to 5%. No, let's refresh that one more time. Am I correct? Is it going to change at all? I think it's 95 to 5, and that's all she wrote at this point. So there we go. My internet's actually died out on me during this video. That's good that I was able to submit my challenge. Guys, we'll get to it in a few minutes here. I'll get this uploaded and we'll talk soon. I'm Tyson, this is Stolony TV. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss some off-season coverage of the Edmonton Oilers. I am up on out of here.